Hey, Mike.
Hey, man, what's up?
Happy holidays. It's November 2nd. It's the holiday season. Anyways, we were sent. If you already didn't watch the unboxing, seen our reel, we're not TikToking. We're not giving our information to China. We're doing reels. So we're 2 weeks behind.
So we give our information to Google instead.
No, Facebook.
Oh, yeah, Tuesday.
I'm sorry, Google doesn't have their own thing yet. They probably...
Well, YouTube does have reels.
Oh, yeah, shorts. Duh. Okay. All right. Maybe, you know what? We're going to probably do a short, too. We'll make it.
Honestly, that's what I thought you were doing with the YouTube thing anyway.
I forgot. It's going to be both.
Touché.
I mean, I've already done it. It's already in the future. Anyways, this beer comes courtesy of Hot Butcher for the World. Thank you so much for sending this. They sent us this and a few other beers, as well as the chocolate that goes with this beer. This beer is minted. We did this 2 years ago. It's a holiday Imperial Stout brewed with chocolate and Frango Mint Oil. So Frango Mints is a Chicago mint, and it is in other areas too. But it's like a holiday tradition for a lot of people. It reminds us of Andy's mints, and we just had it, and it was pretty tasty.
Yeah, I was very happy with it, and yeah. I'm not a sweets guy either. So.
No, he's not.
I'm sweet
enough. I was
enough.
expecting like a big burst of mint, like too overpowering, but it was perfectly like balanced. Like, and I can't tell if the texture was from me putting it in the fridge, but I guess once we let it sit out, we'll try it again.
Yeah, well, it was delicious either way.
Yeah, Mike, you don't have a coaster.
Son, I coast enough. You've seen these videos.
Oh, this beer looks awesome. So yeah, we did do this 2 years ago. It was pre-basement being done. I think the basement was like just demoed. And yeah. Wow, look at that head.
Yeah, I have like literally 2.5 fingers of this just honestly like under creamed coffee head.
It's pitch black, the beer. But yeah, and then it's a super dark mocha head. But yeah, like Mike said, under cream coffee?
Well, I don't drink coffee, but usually people have like a lighter color coffee.
I'm like, I don't even know what that means. You can tell Mike doesn't drink. I'm like, doesn't make any sense. But yeah, no, it's frothy. It looks like you'd eat this with a spoon.
I think if you put it in the fridge a little longer, you probably could.
Yeah.
And honestly, that might be the way to do it.
Imagine making ice cream out of this. We do have extra cans. We could give one to Mel and see if she can make some ice cream.
She could do that.
Want to get a nose?
Let's do it. That is not the way I remember smelling last time.
No. Full disclosure. Like, I just want to make sure this is out there in the ether. When Mike and I had this last time, we liked the base stout, but the mint was a little too overpowering for us. But this smells.
This. I mean, there's mint in there for sure, but there's like actually like a level of like espresso.
Yeah.
And
big roast character.
Yeah, dark chocolate.
And the mint is just there to kind of carry it through. It's almost got like a creaminess to it too.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, you do get a big hit of vanilla in there too. It almost it's almost like smells like cookies in a way too. I don't know why. It's almost like chocolate minty kind of cookies.
Yeah, like the Girl Scout cookies.
A little bit. Yep.
Little mint thins.
Yep. Wow. Yeah, it smells really good.
It does. Try it. Cheers.
Cheers, buddy.
Thanks, Hot Butcher. That's not how I remember it 2 years ago either.
No, this is, in my opinion, better balanced.
I would 100% agree. I agree with you 100% there.
Yeah, I mean, the mint flavor in itself is the way I remember it more or less. But I feel like it's not as overpowering. I feel like the chocolate and roast character is actually probably more prevalent in the flavor. I think it's not overwhelmingly sweet or anything. I think that roast character really does help in a big way. This is a lot more balanced. Yeah,
I feel like the mint character from previous years was a little overpowering. It also almost had a, I want to say ethanol, but sort of like cordial-ish. Like they maybe like overdid it with the oil. But this is like you said, perfectly balanced. Like the mint's there, it's going through it. And normally for me, and we've discussed this, we're not usually big on like mint in beers but this is like, this kind of works very well, and it kind of leaves this like cooling sensation a little bit on the back palate while still letting the rest of the like the roasty toastiness of the base stout shine.
Yeah, I feel like this is much more. This is highlighting much more of the stout itself.
Yeah,
in that way, I think it does have a nice, like I said, big roast note. It does have a level of sweetness to it, but I think that the roast, I think that hint of vanilla, I think that chocolate, I think all those things actually nicely support that mint that comes maybe about a third of the way through the palate.
And mouthfeel?
Mouthfeel's beautiful.
It's a Hot Butcher Stout.
Yeah, it's just luscious.
Can't say that. It's another brewery's Imperial Stout.
Not my problem.
I really, really enjoy this. I know in the unboxing video you were like, you said that mint's not a holiday. I don't know, man. Maybe it is now. Because if this is something that I'm going to be drinking every year now, I can make this a tradition.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.
I think, you brought up right at the end, but I think that the mouthfeel is really the shining part of this.
Everything. Like you start with the mouthfeel.
Yep.
And then you get a little bit of mint, but then the roastiness kind of is right through the mid palate, like the entire way down the end, and then it kind of bitters off a little bit. And then it has that, and the mint still kind of comes through and kind of follows it out to give you that little bit of a cooling sensation after you swallow.
Yeah, when I take a sip, what I get up front is the roast, the chocolate. I think I get the coolness of the beer, but it's about a third of the way through the palate. I start getting with that coolness of the beer translating to the coolness of the mint, and I think that it's just all just sort of like it's weirdly just cohesive.
And then you add in the coolness of the person standing next to you, and then it's just
that's what I meant.
Cool City. Let's look at the tasting notes. Cool mint. Nailed it.
Nailed it.
The holidays. I just said that. And creamy chocolate. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Sure. We said creamy. We said chocolate. Didn't say it together.
I feel like the roast note is a big part of that. I honestly, like in some ways, like I feel like that's what brings it all together.
Mm-hmm. No, because like the way that this base stout kind of shines is like where it's at. Like there is a roasty character that is through and through with the chocolate.
Yeah.
Maybe they could have said roasty creamy chocolate or creamy roasty chocolate. That's a lot of words.
Well, you could just remove the holiday part.
But I think that's like the selling point, right? Like,
I know.
Yeah.
But I just think that they're underselling the roastiness.
Yeah. I'm very happy with this. We were a little like we didn't want to participate in last year just because we knew we weren't really sure about what we thought. Well, the original review we did.
Yeah.
And we were like, all right, let's go ahead and buy the chocolates. And they sent some anyways, but we did purchase chocolates on our own to kind of give ourselves. Let's buy the chocolates. Let's see what's going on with them first, and then we'll give it another shot. And I'm so glad we did.
Yeah. For once, we did homework.
Sometimes we're professionals.
I said for once.
Yeah. I think we did our homework. Oh, yeah, you're probably right. That was probably
But I do think that just to be real clear, I do think that the chocolates are much more Andes like than I expected.
Yeah.
I don't really quite get that in here in that way, but I think that the beer's better for it. I do think that like this comes through in a way that's it's just much more conducive to beer drinking.
Yeah, I imagine like the Andes to the mints because like this just says it's made with the oil, like it's not made with like the mints themselves. So maybe that chocolate lends itself, or maybe Andes and Frango, they source their chocolate from the same places,
maybe,
or they're made in the same factory and they're just formed differently.
They don't taste exactly like
I know.
But I do think that
probably offending so many people.
Yeah, no kidding. What I did think I was surprised because I was expecting it to be like I think a little more ethanol-y.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah, and that's what I remember from previous. But there's no ethanol in this.
No,
10.5%. This is
honestly, this is it's flavorful, it's smooth, it's creamy, it's delicious. I mean, I think that if you're gonna do mint in a beer, I don't know how you do better than this. Honestly.
Yeah, no, I agree 100%. And with that, again, thank you to Hot Butcher and I guess Frango for collabing on this, and this is great. Now, I really am looking forward to like trying this every year now. Down in the comments, if you had minted by Hot Butcher for the World, their holiday Imperial Stout brewed with chocolate and Frango Mint Oil. What do you think of it? What do you think of Frango mints in general? Is that a thing? Like, how far do Frango mints go? Nerdsense.net. From there, all of our social media spots. I'm Sean.
I'm Mike.
And this is Nerdsense.